Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Alrighty, folks, back here in the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show, getting ready for this one, and the guys coming in here today, and this is a very important game for both of these teams. Right now, sitting in the number 4 spot at 2-1 in the district is the Shelbyville Dragons. Sitting in the number 5 spot at 1-2 into the district is the West Sabine and Coach Williams' squad. So Coach Cloudy's got his guys ready to rock and roll here today, and right up there, Corrigan, Camden, Torino, and St. Augustine all sitting up in there in the first 1, 2, 3 spots right above Shelbyville, sitting at number 4. And actually number 3 and 4 because St. Augustine and Shelbyville both sitting at 2-1 and 3-0 for Torino and Corrigan Camden here on the guys' side. We're going to see some of those teams coming up here and then over the next couple of weeks here on the NETSN as well. So sit back and enjoy it. This is going to be a good one right here. Both these teams need a win, and the Shelbyville Dragons want to win and stay ahead of where they are, stay themselves into that number 3 and 4 spot here, and see if they can keep the West Sabine Tigers down in that number 5 spot as we get ready to go for this one here tonight. So we're going to turn it over to the announcer. That'd be Coach Bragg. He'll bring the teams in. We'll be ready to go here on NETSN.
And now the starting lineup for your Shelbyville Dragons. Sophomore guard number 1, Gavin McDonald. Sophomore forward number 10, Jared Hargrove. Sophomore forward number 24, Dallas Jones. Junior guard number 0, Bryant Scarborough. Junior guard number 5, Dallas Murray. Head coach Marlon Cloudy, assisted by D. Osby, Kobe Parker, and Nick Murray. And now your starting lineup for your home team, the West Sabine Tigers. Sophomore guard number 1, Jaden Curtis. Sophomore guard number 2, Zay White. Junior guard, number 5, Lamarie Williams. Sophomore, center, number 23, Ladarius Bennett. And senior, forward, number 4, Jacoby Harris. Let's go Tigers.
Alrighty, there you go. As we get ready to go for this one here, it is the 2-1 Shelbyville Dragons taking on the 1-2 West Sabine Tigers here tonight. Good refereeing crew here. They didn't have too much to worry about there in that girls game there. Not a whole lot of timeouts or whistles. So we'll get this one ready to go here tonight. As it is Scarborough, McDonald, Murray, Hargrove, and Jones on the floor. Curtis, White, Harris, Williams, and Bennett for the Tigers. We're sitting ready to play some basketball as it looks like it's going to be Jarek Hargrove will be into the circle, ready to go here against Bennett. Giving up a few inches is Hargrove right here. Not too many, maybe an inch or two. All right, let's play some basketball here in West Sabine here tonight. Gotta get the ball up in the air here eventually. Not for sure what it is we're waiting on. Okay. Coach Williams directing traffic. Bennett going to get it out here, and it will be controlled by the Tigers. White will have it first. Send it over to the right side. That is Harris. Harris back out to White. Over here to the right side, Curtis going to launch the 3. Cannot get it to go. Nice job there by Harris, diving in there for the rebound. So back out, set it up for the Tigers. Tigers, Whites. Loses a handle on it, but gathers it up. Throws it back out here. Harris, left side 3, knocking it down. Jacoby Harris for 3. Gets the Tigers onto the board. Here come the Dragons. G-Mac send back over here now to Scarborough. Austin sending over to Dally Murray. Back out now. I got 2 Dallies tonight. I got Dally Murray and Dallas Parker onto the camera. That's off the mark there onto the 3 here. And it goes off of Dallas Jones and out of play. And it goes back to the Tigers here. So the inbound. White to Curtis. Curtis bringing it up the floor here for the Tigers across the timeline with just about a minute gone here into this first quarter. 3-0 West Sabine, and a nice job finding Jacoby up underneath there from White on a nice dime. And it's a 5-0 lead here for West Sabine. Here come the Dragons. Back up the floor, send it over to the middle here. Scarborough, send it over to Murray. Murray left wing 3, long range 3, knocking it down. Dally Murray for 3 for the Dragons. Get the Dragons on the board now. Back up the floor, here comes White. White's across the timeline. Send it over here to Curtis. Curtis back to White. White, long range 3, trying to answer right back. That's off the mark. And rebound comes out, and Hargrove with a nice save, and it goes right into the hands here. Jones, good job there on the save for Jarek Hargrove for the Dragons. They'll push it up here. Scarborough to the right side. Scarborough, McDonald, G-Mac back to Scarborough. All the way back across to Murray. Murray up underneath here to Jones. Jones throws it back out to Murray. And the Dragons will set it back up here with McDonald. McDonald to Murray, same spot. 3 ball once again off the mark. Long rebound comes out to White for the Tigers. Push up the floor here. 6 minutes to go. Curtis for 3 into the left wing. The left corner can't get it to go. Rebound there by Williams, but it looks like there's going to be a foul. I'm going to say jump ball. Possession error goes to the Dragons. I thought maybe somebody got a foul. I saw a hand coming down in there, so I thought it was a foul. But it was a turnover here for the Dragons. Under 6 to go. So G-Mac bringing it across the timeline. They're sending over to Scarborough. Back to McDonald. Gavin. So back here to Murray. Back to McDonald. McDonald just double team. Quickly over to Murray here to the right side. Murray. Back out to McDonald. Good job here by the Tigers as they staying on some zone defense right here. Try to find some room in the middle of the Dragons. There's Murray from that spot. Oh, sorry, that is McDonald from that spot. Can't get it to go. And the rebound comes out for the Tigers as Harris pulls it up across the timeline. Sends it over here to the left side, and that is knocked away there. McDonald comes out there with a steal. And Gavin working against Harris. Gavin loses a handle on that basketball on the dribble, bringing it up the floor. Turns it back over to the Tigers. Harris pushes it up. Harris in the lane, knocked away there. They're going to get Jones for the foul on that one. First team foul here by the Dragons. First team foul by either squad. It'll be an out-of-bounds play. Checking into the ball game now is Fuller. Coming in here for Williams. Williams going to have a seat. 5:08 to go on the inbound. Going to get it in here to Curtis. Curtis over here to the left side to White. Bring it back to Fuller to the right. Fuller puts up the floater in the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes out here by Hargrove. Hargrove finding Scarborough. Scarborough pushes up the floor here for the Dragons. Scarborough right in the lane. Puts up the floater off the back of the iron. Won't go. Jones gets it back, knocked back into Scarborough's hands. And knocked away. And the Tigers come out of there with it. As Jacoby Harris brings it back up the timeline over to the right side. Harris drop it off. Oh, tried to drop it off underneath. And the Tigers turn it over. Curtis was looking for a teammate underneath there, and nobody there. Turns it over. And it is 4:37 to go into the first quarter. And Scarborough across the timeline as the Tigers lead at 5-3. Murray. Back out to Scarborough. Over here now to Murray. McDonald. Back to Murray there to the left side. And we're going to get a timeout here by Coach Cloudy. He's going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. We'll be right back here on the... There we go. Hit the button the right way. Dragon basketball after the timeout. 4:15 to play here in the first. Scarborough lining up for a three from the right side, and Scarborough knocking it down. And 2 for 5 at the three-point line here for the Dragons. They'll make it a 6-5 lead here for Shelbyville. So we get under 4 minutes to play here in the first. Send it over to the right side. Harris back out to White. White finding Curtis. Curtis driving down the lane, puts up at the glass. Nice shot there, drive there by Curtis. And back up by one go the Tigers, 7-6. Here's McDonald bringing it across the timeline for the Dragons. Back over here to Scarborough. Scarborough thought about that same spot, but good job on the defense by Curtis, and the pass gets knocked away, but Jones finds it, picks up the loose ball. Here's Gavin McDonald with a shot, can't get it. Scarborough with the rebound and the putback. Nice job there by Scarborough. The Dragons go back up by one, 8-7. Here come the Tigers back up to 4. 3:15 to play. So back over here to the left side. Curtis underneath here to Harris. Harris turnaround jumper. And Harris with a nice turnaround jumper outside the free throw line. And he'll knock it down. McDonald back up to 4 with 3 minutes to play here in the first. Gives it to Scarborough in the middle of the floor. Murray to the left. Put it up there by White. Now into McDonald at the top of the key. That one gets knocked away, but Hargrove right there to pick up the loose ball. Hargrove, good defense in there by Bennett. Throws it back out. Scarborough looking against Curtis. Scarborough on the lane gets the shot, and it goes too strong in there. And good job there by Hargrove. High off the glass, and he gets the hoop and the harm. Jarek Hargrove with the hoop and the harm here for the Dragons. Hard rebound to get after there, but Jarek stuck with it. He's going to come down there with the rebound. Checking into the ball game, number 23, that is Cartwright for Jones for Coach Cloudy. And looks like Modo getting ready to check into the ball game. That's Morgan Doggett for the Dragons. 2:38 to go, and probably coming in here for the shooter, Hargrove. Trying to make this three-point play, give the Dragons a 2-point lead, and off the mark there, and Hargrove won't be coming out of the ball game here after that miss. Throw it up ahead near now to Curtis. Curtis in the lane. Curtis puts up the shot too strong. Hargrove with the rebound, throws it back out here to Murray, and 2.5 to go. Here come the Dragons with a 1-point lead. Scarborough across the line, down here in the corner to McDonald. Back to Scarborough. Awesome. Bring it back out here now. Set it up for the Dragons. Murray to the left. Back out to G-Mac. Get down to 2:10 to go here into this first quarter. Scarborough, right wing. Gets Fuller into the air, now goes around and puts up the shot. Won't go. Rebound by Bennett. Throws it up here to Harris. Harris pushes it up here. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Harris pushes the action. Over to White. 3 ball on the way. Will not go. Rebound comes out here by Hargrove. And they'll kick it up here now to Scarborough. Scarborough push along the left side. Back to Hargrove here to the right. Hargrove down in the lane. Pulls it back out. Murray, top of the key. 3 ball. Dolly Murray knocking it down for 3. His second 3 of the quarter for the Dragons, and they go up by 4. 1.5 to go here into the quarter. As White back across the line. There's a steal by Scarborough. 2-on-2 basketball. Back to McDonald. Back to, that's a nice idea there by Gavin, but he should have just took it right in there and see if he could have got some contact, got himself to the line. Here's Harris in the lane. Puts up the shot, won't go. Bennett knocks it into Jarek's hands. Up ahead now to McDonald. McDonald along down to the left side. Pulls up the dribble, stop it and popping. G-Mac gets his first points of the ball game. 1 minute to go. 6-point lead here for the Dragons here in this first quarter. White across the timeline. Working over to Harris to the right side. Back out to White. Bounce pass back over here now to Curtis. Curtis. Harris for three from the right wing. Too strong. I'm going to get a foul on the rebound. I believe that's going to be on Fuller for West Sabine, and that is the second team foul. Two team fouls here on. I thought they called it on 10. But they called a foul on, okay. It's on the Dragons. I thought they called it on 10, but there's 10 on the floor. And Bennett's going to get the shot. He's going to put it right back up. He's going to score. And he's going to get the hoop in the harm. So nonetheless, it's two fouls here on the Dragons. And Bennett now make that three fouls on the Dragons. And Bennett's going to go to the line for a three-point opportunity. .9. It's off the mark. Looks like that one might have been off of the Tigers, and it was. So to go back to the Dragons, here's Murray going to bring it in with about 36 seconds left to go here into this first quarter. And Scarborough bring it across the timeline. Back over now to McDonald. McDonald got to get it across. Now they finally get it across to Murray. Murray loses a handle on it. It looks like Curtis got a hand on it from behind. Curtis going to throw it up ahead here. Nice job by Scarborough stepping in front of that lane and makes the steal. Out of bounds. First he pointed to the Dragons, but there's no way that could have been Dragon ball. That is West Sabine ball with 19.3 to go. A little chance to get a little bit closer. Trailing by 4 are the Tigers here. And they'll get it into Fuller. Fuller sends it around here. Curtis for a three, and it will not go, but a rebound there by White, and he puts it right back up and scores for the Tigers. Nice play there by White. 7 seconds to go. Scarborough comes across the timeline. Bounce pass up ahead here to Murray. Murray for three on the left side. It's off the mark, and then the shot won't count. It will be a 15-13 lead for the Shelbyville Dragons as we go to the second quarter. We'll be right back for it here, folks, on NETSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
Hardy back here, ready to go to the second quarter. Big District 24 matchup here as the Shelbyville Dragons and the West Sabine Tigers are like right there in 4 and 5 right now in this early part of the district season here. Only 3 or 4 games have been played by both of these squads here, but these district games are very, very important. Right here in January, you got to get everyone you can possibly get. It's going to be Tiger basketball as we go to the second quarter. Dragons up by 2, 15-13. A couple threes there by Dallas Murray and one by Scarborough. McDonald, Hargrove, in on there scoring some points as well for the Tigers. Got Curtis, White, Harris, and Bennett all in on the scoring there in that first quarter. We're underway here for the second Tiger basketball. Send it over to the right side, Harris. Back over on top, Curtis to White. White back to Curtis to the right side. Job here on the defense by the Dragons, keeping the Tigers on the outside of that perimeter. Harris for three down here in the corner. He'll launch it, it will not go. Rebound comes out long here for McDonald. McDonald, traffic behind him, he's gonna be fouled on the way in this time by White. And that'll be the first one here onto the Tigers, but that'll put Gavin McDonald at the line for the Dragons. They'll shoot a couple. So 2 at the line here for GMAC. Stepping up, first one on the way. Good. Three-point lead, trying to make it 4 here. And off the front of the rim there. Nice job there by Hargrove to run down that rebound. Gets it back to the Dragons, over here to Murray. Murray here on the right side. Pulls up the dribble, down the corner here to Hargrove. Hargrove from the right corner for a three. That's off the mark. And a rebound by Bennett, and he'll give it up here to White. Here come the Tigers, back up the floor with 7:10 to play here in the second quarter. And McDonald gets in front of that pass and steals away 2-on-2 basketball, but nice job by Gavin, takes it in there. Oh, Murray gave it a tip back and it rolls off, and a rebound comes out by White. The Dragons just unfortunate there, but fortunate for the Tigers as they come back up here with it, trading by 3 instead of 5 now. Back over here to the left side. Williams. Yeah, Williams. Check that number 5, Williams. Okay, there we go. Williams, now he's got it back again here to the left side. And we're gonna find, oh, that's a beautiful dime. That was a great pass from White to Bennett. That's dropping a beautiful dime under there. And it's a 1-point ball game. Once again, 16-15, Dragons with the lead to have the ball. With 6:20 to go here into this first half. Up to Hargrove. Hargrove gonna have it taken away by Williams, and then Hargrove's gonna commit the foul. First team foul here on the Dragons into the second quarter. One team foul apiece. So we get a timeout on the floor. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Alrighty, we're back here. 6:17 to go here into the half. 1-point lead for the Dragons. Timeout by the Tigers. And they'll have the basketball here on their side of the half-court line. Now into the front court comes Curtis. They'll send it over to White. Get it down in the corner now here to Harris. Harris throws it back over here to Curtis on the left side. We get down to 6 minutes to go here in the half. Back out to Curtis. Curtis back to White. 3-ball on the way from the right wing, and it will not go. Rebound comes out by the Tigers. Williams gets that rebound. He's going to find Curtis. Curtis going to launch another 3. It won't go, but it's more of a pass right to Harris as Harris gets the bucket on the missed 3. And back on the floor now with a 1-point lead, or 1-point deficit, are the Dragons. Has a nice half-court trap. And we're going to get a timeout maybe by Coach Cloudy. He's going to call a full timeout here with 5:37 to go. And trading by 1 is, he thought Hargrove or Scarborough was going to get trapped up here in this corner, but he was able to get out of it. But it is a timeout nonetheless. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back here in NETSN.
Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center has the agents to take care of all your insurance needs. They remind you to update your policy after a life change, never put off the death policy conversation, and always have home insurance or renter's insurance. Whatever your insurance needs or questions are, or even if you need to make a payment, Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center.
Alrighty, folks, back here after the timeout. Dragons have the basketball, and Scarborough has to pick it up here and throws it out to Murray. Now they'll look to set it right back up here as the Tigers intensifying some defense here against the Dragons. Murray for Scarborough. Scarborough trying to go around the defense. Scarborough takes it down in the lane. Too strong, won't go, but a nice rebound by Jones. Puts it right back up, it won't go, but a rebound comes out by White for the Tigers. And the Tigers will push it right back up there, and there's a steal by Gavin McDonald. McDonald going to work there against Curtis, and he's going to pick up a foul from Curtis. Curtis going to pick the second foul here for the Tigers with 5:05 to go into the second quarter. 2-point deficit here for the Dragons. Into the second. And kind of back and forth the whole game here. Other teams had much more than a 2-point lead. We get 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Over here now to Doggett. Doggett will find Scarborough. Tiger defense has stepped up here. Dragons having a hard time penetrating down underneath. And find some room there in the middle. Find Murray at the free throw line. Now there's a dump off pass there. That's going to be Harris picking up that foul. There's a take Jones to the floor. Harris. What's that foul? That's the 13th foul here on the Tigers. 4:37 to go into the second. Dragon basketball underneath their goal as McDonald will be bringing it in. Scarborough, left wing, good job getting there by Williams. Scarborough thought about that three. Send it over here now to Doggett. Doggett will launch the three. He'll knock it down. Morgan Doggett for three. Modo for three. Back up now by two. Go the Dragons. And 4:20 to go. Here come the Tigers. Back up the floor. Williams over to the right side. Williams stepping inside the three-point line. Launches the shot. Won't go. Murray with the rebound. Throws it up ahead here to Scarborough. Scarborough. Back up the floor now. Scarborough. Ball's on the floor. Looking back over now to Murray. Murray. Sending over to McDonald. Scarborough. Gonna get a screen there from McDonald. Nice bounce pass there. That's a great feed there. Scarborough to Jones for the bucket. That's a great job there by the Dragons. That's a great play there. Getting underneath. 3:42 to go. Up by 4 go the Dragons. 21-17. Tiger basketball. Curtis and White playing a little pitch and catch out here out on top. White with it over to the right side. White goes down in there and he's going to get called for the walk. As they tried to stop and pull it out and throw the pass back, his foot slipped just a little bit there at that free throw line. It's going to be a turnover there onto the walking call. And the Dragons get it back up by 4. To increase that lead here with 3.5 to go into this first half. Got to get it in, and they finally do. Scarborough working against Williams. They're definitely letting them play. That one gets knocked away, still on the floor. Williams throws it up ahead here. White taking it against McDonald. He can't get it to go. White gets his own rebound. Jump ball, possession arrow, goes to the Dragons. Wow. A lot of crazy action going on right there. I don't know. Me and the ref kind of like, Here we go. As McDonald going to get it on the long pass. Going to throw it in here to Scarborough. Scarborough, free throw line. Works against Williams at the elbow. Puts it up. The shot will not go. Rebound by Williams. Back out here with about 3 minutes to go. Coming across the timeline is Curtis for the Tigers. Send it over now to a White 3-ball on the left side. Back it out and will not go. Rebound comes out by Harris. Harris does a beautiful move in the lane, and Harris takes it in and scores. He's got 11, does Harris. And it's now a 2-point ball game, 21-19, and West Sabine gets the ball back. So getting the ball back is West Sabine. They'll have it underneath here with 2:51 to go, trading by 2 now, 21-19. Looking to bring it in. Get it into Fuller in the corner for three, and he'll knock it down. Fuller for three, only the second three by the Tigers, and the first points here by Fuller. They go back up by one, 22-21 now. All into Scarborough's hands. Scarborough in the lane, puts up a shot. Nice job there by Scarborough. 2:30 to go. Tigers bringing it back up the floor. That's White with the basketball. Sending over here to the left. Tigers with the 1-point lead. Here's Harris in the lane. Puts up the shot. It won't go, but he is fouled on the way in. And Harris will head to the line here for the Tigers. He'll shoot a couple. Second team foul of the quarter here by the Dragons. With 2:17 to go. Harris stepping to the line here to try to get his team back in front as West Sabine trails by one. First one for Harris. It's going to be off the front of the rim. No good. 0 for 2 at the free throw line so far here by the Tigers. 1 for 3 at that Sandy Cox State Farm free throw line here for the Dragons. Second one on the way here for Harris. And we're going to get a lane violation on the Dragons? It looks like so. So we're going to get another shot at it, it looks like. So another shot at it by the Dragons here after the lane violation. Harris can't get that one to go. Into the hands here, Gavin McDonald. McDonald pushed up the floor here. Into the ball game is Jenkins for Coach Cloudy. Murray thought about that three on the right wing, but pulls it back out here, sets it up for the Dragons, set it back out. Ball is loose on the floor. Jump ball looks like it's going to go to the Tigers. As White jumps on it here for West Sabine. And with 2 minutes to play here into this first half, it's a 1-point lead here for the Dragons, but it will be Tiger basketball right there at the top of their bench. Fuller here to the left, into Bennett, back out now. And now we get it back into Bennett in the middle. Good job by Jenkins on the defense. The ball gets knocked away into the hands here of Scarborough. Back up the floor here for the Dragons. Finds McDonald, right wing three, wide open, knocking it down. G-Mac for three. That's a big three there for the Dragons. They're now 5 of 10 at the three-point line. They're back up by 4 with 1:26 to go. End of the first half. Right side as White's in the lane. White puts up the floater high off the glass. Oh, and it rolls out for him. Murray comes out with a rebound, gives it up here to Scarborough. Scarborough across the timeline to the left side. Scarborough right in the lane. Scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Jenkins knocks it out into the hands of Fuller. Fuller dropping it off back here to Curtis. And Curtis at the free throw line. Stopping and popping. Curtis knocking it down. He's got 4 points in the ball game for the Tigers. And they get it back to within 2 as we get under a minute to go. 53 seconds here as McDonald comes across the timeline. Send it over to Modo for three. Shot is on the way. Won't go. Rebound comes out by McDonald. Rebound gets it. Can't get it to fall down. And that's going to be Jenkins over the back of Harris. And that'll be number 3 on the Dragons. And out of bounds play here. Jenkins commits his first. Harris be ready to go. And bringing in with 42.9 to play here into the first half. And a 2-point deficit by the Tigers are coming down here to try to tie it up or take the lead here before we get to the end of the half. Into the middle, Curtis. Curtis to White. White launching for three from the right side. Can't get that one to go. Rebound comes out here, McDonald. McDonald pushes it up here under 30 seconds to go. McDonald right to the rim, puts up the shot, won't go. A couple of Dragons right there, ball's loose. Up ahead here, here comes Jacoby Harris. And Harris for the monster dunk, delicious dunk. Harris with a big dunk there for the Tigers to tie it up at 26. With under 10 to go. Back up the floor now. Scarborough puts up off the glass. Can't get it. Jenkins with the rebound. Taken away. Up the floor. Curtis at the top of the key. Throws up the three. It will not go. So at the end of the first half, it will be a 26-26 ball game here at halftime. And what a good, fun, exciting first half it has been. The third quarter is on the way, folks. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and bring you your halftime analysis and your second half keys to the game. We'll be back for that coming up here on NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
A lot of us do our banking at Shelby Savings Bank because it's our hometown bank, but it's also a thoroughly modern bank featuring online banking, mobile banking, paperless statements, deposit-taking ATM machine. All that in my hometown bank? Yes, because it's a bank for your modern hometown. Shelby Savings, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Tenaha, Texas. To look at it, it hasn't changed much since the days of Tex Ritter. The pace is slow, just the way we like it. But we're proud of our young people, the games they play and the music they make. 100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations. Where do you go if you're a Bear fan looking for a post-game meal? Easy, Rancho Grande. But what if the game is a Little League practice? Same place. What if it's a special occasion, something you dress up for? In Timpson, it's Rancho Grande. Whether it's familiar menu items or maybe something you want to take a chance on, it's always good. They even have bear sightings at Rancho Grande. At Wayne Christian Financial Services, Wayne and his daughter Liza Christian Furman understand that the financial pictures rarely stay the same, but a thorough understanding and knowledge helps you prepare for the downturns, gives you the strength to support them, gives you the knowledge to navigate your way through the system and turn that arrow back up again. The power's in your hands with Wayne Christian Financial Services.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here for your halftime analysis brought to us by the good folks at East Texas Automotive Company and all your automotive repairs. Go to East Texas Automotive there in the center, and they'll get you taken care of here. For your halftime analysis, it is the 26-26 ball game. It's 15-13. The Dragons had a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter. And now it is tied up at 26 here between these two squads. And the big district game between the two of them. 5 of 11 at the three-point line here for the Dragons. They're 1 of 3 at the charity stripe. A lot of scores here for Shelbyville. Scarborough 7, McDonald was 6, 3 for Doggett, 6 for Murray, 2 for Hargrove, and 2 for Jones. The scoring here for the Dragons. Neither team really in any foul trouble in that first half. For Coach Williams and the West Sabine guys, they are 2 of 15 at the three-point line. They are 0 of 3 at the charity stripe here tonight. Leading all scorers is Harris. He's got 13. 4 points for Curtis, 2 for White, 3 for Fuller, and 4 for Bennett is the scoring for the Tigers here tonight. And that's a look at our halftime analysis brought to us by the East Texas Automotive And we will get your keys to the game coming up here in just a few. We'll take a break and come on back here on the NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go in the second half. Keys to the second half. I tell you what, this is brought to us by Ray Jones Chevrolet. Keys to the second half. I tell you about both these teams. Just I think that the three-ball shooting is being really good, and for the Tigers, got to keep getting down into Harris. Harris has done a really good job in the paint. Take care of some business down there. I think 10 of his 13 points are into the paint there. So got to keep feeding Harris down in there. He's their lead scorer. He's been real dominant in the middle. Got to hit those free throws as well. And the Dragons just keep moving around and have got a bunch of different guys that are scoring here. Dallas is scoring really pretty good. Murray, Scarborough, get some good rebounds here to go second chance shots. So that's good. The keys to the game here. Just keep up the intensity on both sides, as it's a tie ball game at 26 right now apiece. And I guess we're waiting on the basketball. I'm not for sure. We had the guys' ball in here for the girls' game. Let's see if we get the girls' ball in here. Make sure that's the girls, not the girls' ball, Riff. That's what happened last time. It was the girls' ball up out here. Oh, we got the right one. We got the right basketball. Okay, we're ready to play ball now. Let's go here. Dallas Murray in front of us, ready to go on the inbound. Fine Scarborough, ready to go for the third quarter underway here. Tied at 26 in this very important district matchup between these two squads here in West Sabine tonight. Friday night, where are we going to be? I've been asked a couple times where we're going to be Friday night. I do believe we're going to be in Timpson as Dallas Murray going to launch the three right off the bat here, and it goes off the mark, and it's a rebound coming out here by the Tigers. And back up the floor now come the Tigers, and that's right. We will be in Timpson for Beckville and Timpson. Here's a three on the other side here by Curtis. Curtis knocking down the three here for the Tigers. And the Tigers go up by three here to start. So we will be in Shelbyville next Tuesday as Coleman Hill comes to town. So that's the next couple here. That's stolen away here by the Tigers. There's Harris in the lane as he's done all night. But that one goes off the back of the iron, but a good rebound there. And it rolls out. And Curtis couldn't get it to fall down. I mean, he had a nice shot there on the rebound. It goes up and just off the back of the rim. Knocked out to the Dragons with 7:10 to go here in the third. The Dragons trail by three. Just underway here in the second half. So Murray onto the inbound. Going to get it into Scarborough here into the backcourt. Get it across the timeline here into the front court. And does. Going to be a double dribble there by Scarborough, so it's a turnover back to the Tigers. Right in front of the ref. So back up the floor now, coming the Tigers. As they will have it here, up by three here in the third. 2-3 zone defense here for the Dragons. Send it over into the middle. Going to find Bennett in the middle. Ball gets knocked away, and Murray comes out with it on the steal for the Dragons. Up ahead here now to Scarborough across the timeline to the right side. Scarborough working out here against Williams. Scarborough down in the paint. Scarborough lets the defense get down and a little short on the shot. Bennett comes out there with the rebound, throws it up ahead here to Curtis. And here go the Tigers back up the floor, 6.5 to go. Curtis in the lane, blocked by Jarek Hargrove. Get that out of my house, says Mr. Hargrove. Up ahead here to Scarborough. Scarborough working against Williams. Scarborough hooping the harm for the Dragons. And Williams might have picked up that foul there. Scarborough working it hard there and takes it right to the rack, and he's going to pick up the foul. He'll get the bucket. He's got 9 points in the ball game, and he'll go to the line for a three-point opportunity. Chance to tie the ball game here. As Scarborough steps up. Misses that free throw. Goes off of the hands there of Williams. I'm sorry, went off of Harris. And going to stay with the Dragons. So the Dragons get another opportunity here, even on the miss on the free throw. As McDonald looking to bring it in. Gets it in here to Dallas. And we're going to get a foul away from the basketball. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Cloudy. So Coach Cloudy's going to call a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on the NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here after the timeout. 1-point deficit for the Dragons. The Tigers have them on defense here. That's right. Dragons basketball. On the inbound, here's Scarborough going to launch the three. It won't go. And a rebound comes out here for the Tigers. They'll push it up ahead here. Curtis throws up ahead. Scarborough got a hand on it. And they're going to say Scarborough hit it, but it went off of White, out of bounds to the Dragons with 6:08 to go. Nice job there by Scarborough to get in front of that pass. Knock it off of the defender to keep it with the Dragons. And Coach Williams is saying wait a minute. They gave it to the Dragons, and then they were getting ready to bring it in, and even though the referee made the call, now another referee coming in here from way over here is now saying that it is Tiger basketball. And now they'll go back, and the original referee that made the call said, no, it's Dragon basketball, and that's what we're going to go with. Okay. So here we go, Dragon basketball. On the inbound, Murray gets it in here to Scarborough into the backcourt. They'll bring it across the line here with 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Trailing by one are the Dragons. McDonald, Scarborough in the paint at the free throw line. Puts up the short jumper, will not go. Rebound by Bennett. And he'll give it up here to Curtis, and here come the Tigers back up the floor, up by one. Send it over here to the right side. Harris dropping off here now to White. Nice drive there by White from the left side. And White's got 4 points in the ball game. Now up by 3 go the Tigers. Scarborough across the timeline. Pulls it back out. Send it right up here to Murray. Now over to Hargrove. Back out to McDonald. McDonald looking there against White. Now finds Scarborough. Scarborough has to pull up his dribble. Finds McDonald. McDonald driving the right side of the paint. Puts up the shot. Gavin McDonald takes it in and scores. He's got 8. Dragons back down by 1. As Harris comes across the line with 5 minutes to go, he'll drop it off here to Curtis. 5 minutes to play here in the third. Williams down to Bennett. Bennett going to find Harris underneath there. Somebody got behind Harris there. It's going to be a foul. It might be on Jones. That will be the first team foul here on the Dragons into the third quarter. 1 foul apiece for both teams. Out of bounds play. Been a really, even the gals game, we didn't have much stoppage in that girls game here. Not a whole lot of timeouts, not a whole lot of fouls called. They kind of gone that way here tonight. No, it's been a few timeouts, but not a whole lot of fouls throughout this ball game. As it is Tiger basketball. They swing it around here to Williams. Williams on the right side. Williams puts up the side. There's going to be a foul here. Hargrove, you got a little piece of the hand there, did Hargrove. That's a second team foul. And that may put Williams at the line, and it will. He'll shoot a couple. Williams looking for his first points of the ball game. 4:43 to go, trying to increase the lead here on the Sandy Cox State Farm free throw line. So Williams' first shots in front of the rim, no good. 0 for 4 at the free throw line here for the Tigers tonight. Trying to get one to fall here, Williams, and that was off the mark as well. But Bennett chases down the rebound. Good job here by Bennett. Gives it up here to Harris. Harris right wing 3. Back in the iron, no good. Rebound comes out by the Dragons, and it is Scarborough across the timeline here. Sending it down to the corner here to Murray. Murray back out to Scarborough. Scarborough driving the right side. Williams knocks it away with 4:26 to go. Stays with the Dragons. So Dragon basketball. McDonald looking to get it in. Find it in, got to get it in here. They finally do get it in long. And that should have been, I thought that was a backcourt violation. So did Coach Williams, but according to the ref, that's not. Okay. 4:15 to play here in the third. Scarborough, McDonald on the right side, working against White. McDonald gets that shut down here. Good job by White on the defense. Scarborough in the paint. Oh my gosh, what a shot by Scarborough. And it goes down, he's got 11. That was a great shot there by Scarborough, and it goes down. He ran into all kinds of traffic. He puts it up on a hope and a prayer, and it falls down for him. Up by 1, go to Dragons. Here's Bennett taking it down, and that toilet bowls out. Harris with a good rebound. Harris trying to find some room in there, and he's going to pick up a foul from Jones. And that'll be number 3 on the Dragons here into this quarter with 3:46 to go. And Harris will go to the line. He's 0 for 2 at the line so far tonight. Trying to give the Tigers a lead back here in the third. 2 shots on the way here from Harris. First one doesn't go down. Here comes Jenkins and Modo and Morgan Doggett into the ball game for Jones and McDonald for Coach Cloudy. Second one on the way, trying to tie it up for Harris, and does his first points of the second half. First free throw made here by the Tigers as well. We got a timeout by Coach Williams. We got a full timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back here on a NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Alrighty, folks, back here, and it is a tie ball game still at 32 apiece here. Both teams scoring 6 points into this third quarter, a little over halfway through it. And tied up at 32 here in this big D24 matchup between the Tigers and the Dragons, Shelbyville and West Sabine. Hooking it up here in Pineland tonight. It'll be Dragon basketball underneath the goal here to the left of the goal. As McDonald gets it into Murray. Murray, nobody on him. And Murray look to give it to Scarborough here, and he'll bring it across the timeline. And Scarborough going to get to Murray down the corner. Might have been a good chance at a 3-ball there, but a little bit off mark on the pass. And that's going to be on Harris. Looks like that'll be the second team foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Out of bounds play here for Shelbyville. McDonald ready to bring it in. Bounce pass into Scarborough. Scarborough here on the left side. Scarborough in the paint, throws it back out. Modo for 3, short. Harris pulls it up ahead, gets it up to Curtis. Curtis back across the timeline, gonna send it to Williams. Williams for 3 on the left side, and it is in and out. Harris with the rebound, and it won't go down there for Harris. Gets his own rebound, tries to take it right back up, and he's fouled once again, and he'll head back to the line. So Harris doing a really good job. Let's head into the keys of the game there into the second half. Got to get Harris the ball up underneath. He has been a monster in the paint, and he's getting some rebounds and second chance shots. And here he is standing back in with a chance at the free throw line, where he is 1 of 4 so far, and that one is off the mark. So trying to break this tie, Harris at the line. Second one goes down. So 1 of 2 at the line that time, breaks the tie, 33-32. We get down to about 3 minutes to go. And that's going to be a double dribble there as Murray tried to make a pass to Scarborough there, and it kind of got away from him, and he's able to pick it right back up. But Jones checking out here for Derek Hargrove for Coach Cloudy and the Dragons. And it's Tiger basketball. Oh, nice inbound play here to Harris. Harris comes in on the inbound play and gets the bucket. So now it takes him up to a 35-32 ball game now. So we get under 3 to go here in the third. Dragons with the basketball. McDonald take it right into the lane. McDonald has it swatted away there by White. Coming out of there with it is White. Pushes up the floor here. 3-on-3 basketball. Sends over here to Curtis. Curtis turn around jumper in the lane. It rolls off. Rebound by Scarborough. And the Dragons coming back up the floor here. Net goes off of Williams' foot. Nice try there by Williams. And not able to gather it up before it goes out of play. So McDonald ready for the inbound. Scarborough gonna get it in. And with 2.5 to go here in the third. Here come the Dragons back across the timeline. Scarborough working against Williams. Scarborough going to take it right down in the paint. Scarborough off the glass, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Throws it back out. McDonald. Modo, top of the key for 3. Back of the iron, no go. Rebound comes out here for the Tigers. They'll push it up here, leading by 3 as Harris has it. And it pulls up the dribble, finding to Curtis. We get down to 2:10 to go here into the third. Send it back over here. Williams for 3. That will be short. This is on rebound. Throws it back out into the middle here. Here's Curtis dumping it off here to Harris. Harris working against Jenkins. Good defense by Jenkins. Bennett gets the rebound, tries to take it back up, and he's going to run into some defense there, and he's going to get contact, and he'll head to the line. 0 for 1 at the line is Bennett so far tonight. So that is the 5th team foul. Already? 5? And Doc is going to check out of the ball game. Derek Hargrove back in. And Bennett stepping up here, shooting a couple. 5 fouls on the Dragons here in this quarter, only 2 on the Tigers. So Bennett at the line. Can't get it to go home. Second one for Bennett coming up. Trying to make it a 4-point lead here for the Tigers, and does. It's Bennett now 5 points in the ball game. It's 1 of 2 at the line there. Now it's a 4-point lead here for the Dragons. Under 2 to go. They're bringing up the floor here. Scarborough working against Williams. Across the timeline here. Scarborough down the court. That's a steal there by Curtis in front of that pass to Murray. Curtis to the right side. Curtis in the lane, puts up the shot from the left side. Won't go, out of bounds. Off of the Tigers, going back to the Dragons. Tried that little reverse layup there from the opposite side of the rim. And just didn't get enough on it. It got just up there to the top of the rim and rolled out. 1.5 to go here in the third. McDonald across the timeline. McDonald right in the lane. Knocked away from behind there by White. Picked up by Murray into the corner. All the way back across. Jared Hargrove, right wing, 3 ball. It will not go. We get a whistle. And that's going to be on Bennett, as he will foul Jenkins underneath onto the rebound. Third foul here by the Tigers with 1:21 to go. And back in the ball game comes Dallas Jones for Jenkins and Coach Cloudy. 1:21, Dragons have the basketball. On the inbound, get it to Scarborough to the right side. He'll launch on the right wing. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound comes out. Hargrove's going to pick up a cheap foul there on the rebound. And going back the other way, as it will be shooting a couple on the other end with 1:16 to go on to the foul by Hargrove. So it will be Curtis going to the line, shooting a couple here with 5 fouls by the Dragons. And it's a 4-point lead. Off the mark there by Curtis. So the Tigers have outscored the Dragons 10-6 here in this quarter so far. 4-point lead, and now 5 as that one goes home for Curtis. Rolls in for him. So it's a 5-point lead here for the Tigers. And we'll get down to about a minute to go here. Scarborough comes across the timeline. Minute 5, actually. Scarborough tries to take it here on the left side, and he gets shut down on the defense by the Tigers there. The Tigers doing a really good job converging on the ball carrier. And it will be a 4th foul on the Tigers with 1:04 to go. And Dragons will get the basketball. On the inbound, Murray in the left corner for 3. And it toilet bowls out, but Dallas Jones with the rebound. He gets swatted away by Harris. And it goes into the hands here of Scarborough. Back outside now for the Dragons. Jenkins, Murray. And now to McDonald. Trailing by 5, trying to cut this deficit for the end of the quarter. McDonald sends it to Murray here to the left side. Dallas Murray does a nice drive from the left side of the lane. Can't get it to go. Harris comes out there. And Harris and Jones both on the floor. Out of bounds. They're going to say it goes off of Harris, and it's going to stay with the Dragons. 40 seconds to go into the third. And the Dragons, one more shot at it here. Had a couple opportunities, trailing by 5 here towards the end of the quarter. McDonald on the left side. McDonald in the paint, puts up the floater, front of the rim, won't go. Harris with the rebound, 3-on-1 basketball. Harris to White. Beautiful play there on transition for the Tigers. Up by 7, their largest lead for West Sabine. Going to push it up here, Scarborough, taking it up along the right side. He's going to get a walking call as he runs into the defense there, pushing it up the floor. And with 14.6, the Tigers have a chance to increase their lead as they lead by 7 right now. And here comes White. He'll be ready to bring it in for the Tigers. They'll have Curtis ready to bring it in. Curtis on the inbound. 14 seconds to go. Back to White to the left side. White back to Curtis. Top of the key for 3 for Curtis. It will not go. Rebound comes out long to Williams. Williams, he'll launch the 3, and it will not go at the end of the quarter. It will be a 39-32 lead for the Tigers over the Shelbyville Dragons. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. It's coming up here on a NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
All righty, folks, we are back here ready to go. As we hit the fourth quarter. And it will be Tiger basketball. End of the fourth quarter, they lead it by 7. As we're underway here in the fourth. Now, take a little time off the clock here. There's a possession of the Tigers. The Dragons going to try to step up the defense. White in the lane, puts up the scoop shot. It will not go. Rebound goes into the hands here of White. Gets his own rebound. He puts it right back up and scores for the Tigers. Now go up by 9. And here comes Scarborough. Back across the timeline here for the Dragons. And back over to Murray. Murray over to the right side. Kick it up down in here. McDonald's short jumper won't go. Rolls off the rim. Fighting for that rebound. Ball still on the floor here. Bennett tracks it down. And it's going to hit the line here. It'll be with the Dragons. Dragon basketball. So into the game comes Cartwright for Jenkins. Coach Cloudy. The Dragons desperately need a bucket right here. The Dragons, like I said, definitely need a bucket right here. Try to get that floor cleaned up. And it will be Dragon basketball here at the top of the bench. Now that we're ready to go here, we've got everything ready to roll. 7-10 left to play in the ball game, and the Dragons need a bucket on this offensive possession. They give it in here to McDonald. McDonald. Here, take it into the lane. Now send it over to the left side here. Murray. Murray has it swapped away there, but picks it right back up, gives it back to McDonald. Gavin. Good job there by White. Goes off of White. going to stay with the Dragons. White may have a case right there as they threw it off of White and it hit Gavin while he's out of bounds, but they're going to say it was Dragon basketball. As Scarborough will get the inbound here. Here's a screen from McDonald. Nice screen there from McDonald. Scarborough, short jumper, can't get it to go. Comes up with a long rebound, gets it, and goes in the hands here. McDonald is going off of Scarborough's fingertips. That's going to be over the back there by Curtis, or sorry, say White. That'll be number 1 on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. A little over a minute 15, about a minute 18 gone here. And no score by either squad, yes, by the Dragons, I should say. Here's Scarborough for a 3. He's going to launch. It will not go. Rebound comes out for the Tigers as they lead it by 9. And Harris comes across the timeline. And we'll throw it here to Curtis. Curtis back to Harris. Then here to the right side. Now to White. Oh, that was a great play there. Oh, goodness, boy. I tell you what, White had a great opportunity there. Curtis cutting across the lane, but just throws it out there too far in front of him. And the Dragons are lucky and they'll get it right back here because that could have been a very easy bucket for the Tigers. Here's Scarborough coming across the line. Got to get a bucket here. 3 empty trips by the Tigers, or by the Dragons. Scarborough in the lane, gets tripped up coming in, throws it back out. Murray for 3, off the mark. 5 for 20 at the 3-point line for the Dragons. 6 minutes to play. Scarborough get a little help up there from Williams. I think he's okay. A little gimpy there on that right ankle, but he's going to be all right. Jones checks out of the ball game. Cartwright back in for Coach Cloudy. Ball gets away. So on the inbound here, get it up to Curtis. Curtis going to bring it across the timeline here for the Tigers. They get them a very important district victory here tonight as they're now built a 9-point lead here with a couple minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Curtis pulls, White pulls up his dribble, gives it to Curtis. And oh, I tell you what, Coach Williams called a timeout just in time because that was fixing to be a backcourt violation by the Tigers, that's for sure. So we got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one with him. We'll be right back here for 5:48 of the fourth quarter is coming up here on NETSN. Alrighty, folks, back here after the timeout. It is Tiger basketball. Harris will get it on the long inbound. They send it over to White. White on the left wing for 3, and he'll knock it down. Big 3 right there. They haven't hit a 3 in a little while here, but White knocks one down here for the Tigers. And that makes it a 12-point lead now. And the Dragons definitely got to do something here in this possession. 5.5 to play. Get to catch Scarborough cut through the lane. Scarborough puts up the shot in front of the rim, just too short. Dragons just been too short on those shots here the last 3 or 4 trips down the on their end. They've just not been able to get them to fall off the front of the rim. Doggett going to check back in here for the Dragons. The next stoppage, we get down to 5 minutes to play. And send it over to White. He'll launch for 3 from that side. Once again, this one's off the mark. Rebound by Murray. Finding McDonald. Gavin across the timeline here to the left side. McDonald in the paint. Beautiful drop off there to Cartwright. Cartwright gets the points on a nice dime there by McDonald. And that's the first points for the Dragons in almost 4 minutes game time here as we get under. We'll get down to about 4.5 to go here in this ball game. Send it back over here to the Tigers. Up by 10. Trying to take a little takeaway here. Scarborough trying to find it. He pulls it out of there. Now McDonald comes out there with it. That's a steal there for the Dragons that they needed. Scarborough with it in the paint. Scarborough with the scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes out. Bennett up ahead here. Curtis at the rack and scored. Back up by 12. We get down to 4 minutes to go. Here comes Jarrett Hargrove across the timeline for Scarborough and of the Dragons. Scarborough loses the handle on that one, right into the hands of White. White's tries to go in for a dunk and can't complete that. And we're going to get a foul on White's. Second team foul here onto the Tigers as they lead it now by 12. That'll be an out-of-bounds play here for the Dragons. We get 3:51 to play in the ball game. Coming up on Friday night, join us as we'll be right back here on NETSN as we go to Timpson, home of the Bears, as they will welcome the Bearcats. That's always a very good matchup. Timpson and Beckville. Gavin McDonald right in the lane, and he scores. He's got 10 in the ball game. And Coach Cloudy going to call a timeout, a real quick timeout. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
Alrighty, folks, back here right now. It is a 10-point lead here for the West Sabine Tigers over the Shelbyville Dragons. It was a tight ball. It was tied up at 26 at halftime. And the Tigers were able to have a good third quarter, keeping the Dragons to only 6. And were able to open it up a little bit there by scoring 13 into that third quarter. And have kept that lead ever since. And here's the Tigers into the lane here as a nice jump shot into the middle there by Curtis. And he knocks it down. And now back up by 12. Every time the Dragons trying to get a little bit closer to the Tigers, find a way to come back and increase that lead. Here's McDonald taking it into the middle of the floor. McDonald puts up the scoop shot. He's going to get the hoop and the harm here. Gavin McDonald with a great play to the racket, scores. And a three-point opportunity now for Gavin. As he will go to the line here, as that is the fourth team foul. Make that the third team foul on the Tigers. As McDonald back at the line, he's 1 for 2 so far. And Gavin with 12 points in this ball game. 3:22 left to play. Okay, too many guys on the court. Now we're good to go. Gavin with the three-point play. Up good there. Now gets it down to 9 here. And got to play some defense. I'm not got a hand on that one, but it goes into the hands here of the Tigers. That was a nice pass up underneath here. Here's Bennett. Oh, it was a great job of ball movement by the Tigers. Curtis to Bennett for the bucket. Bennett with 7 points in the ball game. Back up by 11. 3 minutes to go. Here come the Dragons. McDonald finds some room in the lane. Kicking it back out here. Hargrove, 3-ball. In and out. Will not go. Rebound by Harris. Harris got to throw it up ahead here. Find Curtis. Curtis loses the handle on the basketball, trying to get to the rack. Throws it up ahead here. Going to find Scarborough. Nobody back on defense. Easy bucket for the Dragons. 13 points for Scarborough. Back to a 9-point ball game. Dragons need a stop right here. Coach Cloudy wanted a walking call over there. Williams with the basketball in front of the bench. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Williams. 2:24 to go. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to leave it right here, folks, and talk a little bit about what we got coming up here. I know that we had scheduled to have a center basketball game, but the internet is going all kind of cattywampus on us here in the Piney Woods area, so they weren't able to get that game because there's no internet. Came on like late, I guess, in town. So that was kind of a hamper. We were kind of wondering about it here, but we're on the school's internet here. Coach Bragg got us all hooked up, so we're good to go, which is good. Coming up on Friday night, we'll make our way to Timpson. Beckville and Timpson coming up. The next Tuesday will be in the Dragon's Lair as Coleman Hill and the Shelbyville hook it up. Next couple of games coming up, and then I believe next Friday we'll be in Tenaha for Joaquin and Tenaha. That's the next 4 games coming up here for us here on NETSN. Of course, the Center Rough Rider basketball, the guys and gals getting underway on a Friday here on NETSN. I know they played today, but we weren't able to get the broadcast because the internet was all kinds of working it out weird. So that's kind of what we got going on here coming up on NETSN over the next couple of weeks. getting into February, the latter part of February, get ready for the playoffs for basketball. And then great baseball and softball season on the way here. A lot of great teams out there, but I tell you, a lot of people have been asking me, and right now I have a big thinking that the Shelbyville Dragon baseball squad is going to do a lot this year. We'll see. You're going to have some great teams to contend with, but Dragons look to be very good again this year. All right, trading by 9. Harris with the basketball. Loose hand on it. Ball's loose into the backcourt. And that should be a backcourt violation. I don't know, maybe they said the Dragons touched it, but I guess that's what they're going to say, but I don't know about that one, but okay. Up ahead here to Curtis at the 2-minute mark. Oh, it's a nice job here moving the ball once again for the Tigers as they find Bennett cut to the basket. And they'll get back up by 11. Ball's taken away there. McDonald throws it on the floor, gets it right back, finds Scarborough. Scarborough with the scoop shot at the bucket. And he'll get it to go. Back down by 9, go to Dragons with 1:42 to go. And Coach Cloudy this time is going to call a timeout here for the Dragons. All right, so that gives us a chance to take another break ourselves. So we'll take one right along with them. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Wiggins Hunting Lodge is a premier outdoor trophy hunting destination between Mount Enterprise and Timpson. When you hunt at Wiggins, you'll experience a personalized adventure for a magnificent trophy buck or any other East Texas game you desire. Your weapon, your way, with a seasoned guide, the hunt of your life with the quiet luxury of Wiggins.
Alrighty, folks, back here, 1:42 left on the clock. As the Dragons are now down by 9, they had a couple of good opportunities to climb right back into this thing, but the Tigers have done an excellent job keeping that lead here from the end of that third quarter into the fourth and through the fourth quarter so far with 1:42 left to go. Tiger basketball, they'll have it underneath. White's on the inbound to Harris, and here come the Tigers facing some full court pressure. Harris back to White. Throw it up here to Bennett. They get it across the timeline. Down to a minute and a half to go. Bounce pass up ahead there. And there's a steal. As Pitts gonna make the steal here. He'll take it in, and it's blocked. But a nice job following the play in Scarborough, and he'll get the follow-up. 7-point ball game, 1:20 to go. Tigers with the basketball. Here's the half-court trap. Finally gonna be fouled by McDonald. So McDonald gonna commit that foul. Only the first team foul onto the Dragons here into the fourth quarter. So ready to go, 1:13 at Tiger basketball, trying to get it in here. Dragons looking for a stop. They get it into Harris, into the backcourt. Harris working against Pitts. And they're going to call Pitts with the foul right there. The second foul onto the Dragons. And still 1:10 to go. The Dragons can get a stop and get a good bucket here. Get it to within 4 or 5 with a minute to go. Going to make it real interesting. Bounce pass on the inbound. Get it in here to Williams. Williams almost has it taken away. He gets trapped up over on the far side. And that's a third foul on the Dragons. 1:06 to go. So trying everything they can to find a way to make a steal here without fouling, but picking up those fouls nonetheless. Pitts gets it, they get it in here to Harris. Harris throws it back up ahead here to White. White bounce pass to Williams. Williams back out now to Curtis. Curtis gonna be fouled by Pitts on the floor. And that's number 4 by the Dragons. Under a minute to play now, still down by 7 are Shelbyville. And out of bounds play now for the Tigers. Looking to bring it in. On the inbound. Get it in here now. Curtis up underneath there to Harris. Harris It's going to be on the floor on that shot. Harris will go to the line shooting a couple more. He's 2 for 6 at the line. And Harris only 4 points into this second half on that third quarter. He's got 17 altogether. And the Dragons, like I said, you got to find Harris in there. He was a big part of that first half. The Dragons did a really good job on him here into the second half, only allowing him 4 points. But he's standing at the line here with a chance to knock down a couple to increase this lead. There's 53 seconds left to go. First one by Harris is up and good. Modo back in for Pitts. Sandycock State Farm, a free throw line here for Jacoby Harris as he stands in. Second shot is off the mark, and Jarrett Hargrove coming out there with the rebound. Up by 8. Here come the Dragons. McDonald in the lane, puts up the shot, won't go. Scoop shot. Not a good one there for the Dragons. Knocked away. That's going to be a reach-in foul there by McDonald. And that'll put Harris at the line, as that is the 5th foul here by the Dragons. Harris back to the line. He's 3 for 8. He'll stand up there here with a couple of more and try to keep this lead. See if he can knock it back out to 10 here for the Tigers with 42.7 left to play. Off the mark on the first one. $18 points in the ball game here for Harris as he stands back at the line. Second shot is good. 9-point ball game. Dragons get down to Murray in the left corner, 3 ball. In and out for the Dragons, and a rebound here by White. He's it to Harris. Harris puts it up ahead here, going to find Curtis up ahead of everybody, and he's going to back it back out. And they'll throw it back over here to Bennett. Bennett, as they play a little keep away here, try to take the time off the clock. 20 seconds to go. And finally going to be a foul here by McDonald. And that will put White at the line for the first time tonight, shooting a couple. Good job there by the ref. A lot of trash talking going on out there, but no need for all of that. Trying to keep cooler heads. So a 19.4, White at the line is up and good. $10 points, now 11. As White knocks them both down after the line right there. Back at the floor come the Dragons here with 15 seconds to go. Scarborough for a 3, won't go. Rebound comes out here, and it is Curtis bringing it up the floor here. He'll pull it up here, and that's going to do it. As West Sabine will win it 56-45 tonight over the Shelbyville Dragons. And that's going to do it. A big win here for Coach Williams and of the West Sabine Tigers. And the Dragons at third quarter, we only got 6 points in that third quarter, and the Tigers were able to get a little bit of separation there. That was a big difference in there. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up as the Tigers win it 56-45 over the Dragons here on NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Alrighty, folks, back here to wrap this up as the Dragons drop this one 56-45 to the West Sabine Tigers here tonight. And player of the game, well, I tell you what, I had a couple. I'm going to go with player of the game for the Shelbyville Dragons with Austin Scarborough there, 17 points in the ball game, as he's going to get to the player of the game for the Dragons. For the West Sabine Tigers, I'm going to go with Harris. He had 19 points in the ball game here for Harris. Played a really, really good game. So let's go over the stats here. 5 of 23 for the Dragons at the three-point line, 2 of 6 at the charity stripe, 4 for 23 three-point line there for the West Sabine Tigers. They went 8 of 21 and the charity stripe there. Scarborough 17, McDonald's 13. Doggett had 3, Murray had 6, 2 for Hargrove, 2 for Cartwright, and 2 for Jones. It was the scoring there for the Dragons. For the West Sabine Tigers, it was Curtis with 12, White with 12, Harris had 19, 3 for Fuller, and 9 for Bennett was the scoring there for Coach Williams' squad as they go to 2-2. So do the Dragons go to 2-2, and that may switch from there as they're in that 4 and 5 spot there into the district. We'll see how that goes. But we'll catch you Friday night in Timpson as Beckville comes to town there for the next one here on NETSN. That's going to wrap it up for us, folks. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, wonderful night. We'll see you Friday night for more action here on NETSN. Have a great night, everybody. We're out. Bye-bye.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network, an affiliate of NETSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.